Hi, this is Dr. Sanjay Sharma for Insider Medicine. I wanted to highlight a couple of stories that we've done in the past week. Now, the first is pertaining to something called retinitis pigmentosa. Retinitis pigmentosa is a problem. It's an inherited condition that tends to run in families where the photoreceptors, the tiny light-sensing cells in the retina, degenerate. It initially starts off with peripheral visual loss or side vision loss, but in its end stages, people end up with tunnel vision. Research published in Nature shows that in a rat model of retinitis pigmentosa, injecting stem cells directly into the jelly portion of the eye improved the rat's vision. Now, the surprising thing was the type of stem cells that were used wasn't the embryonic stem cell type that we hear a lot about in the news right now, but it was a more differentiated or more mature type of stem cell where the cells were already starting to become light-sensing cells. And the reason this research paper is important is not only provides hope for those with retinitis pigmentosa and macular degeneration, but it also signals a new type of research that's probably going to be done in the next while, where we're not actually using embryonic stem cells but more differentiated or more developed types of stem cells. So look forward to seeing a lot of new research being done in that area. The second study was all about heart attacks. Now, as you all know, heart attacks occur when the tiny blood vessels that bring oxygen in to the heart muscle become narrowed to the point where they're completely occluded and the muscle tissue of the heart starts to die. So there's a very narrow window of opportunity where if we can open up those tiny blood vessels with a procedure called angioplasty, we can actually prevent the heart cells from dying. Now, I've talked to my cardiology friends who specialize in heart, and they're really always trying to aim for something called the door to balloon time of 90 minutes. That means that the point at which you get into the emergency room with a heart attack to the point where you get angioplasty, the target should be 90 minutes. Now, research published in the New England Journal of Medicine looked at over 300 hospitals to really see who was achieving that 90-minute target. Only about 1/3 of hospitals were achieving it, but they were able to identify some best practices, doing simple things like having an operator dedicated to coordinating the different doctors involved in helping someone with a heart attack dramatically reduce the numbers. Even transmitting the EKG findings from an ambulance to the ER doctor to make the decision shaved off minutes. So hospitals that even employed 2 of those 6 practices were able to drop the number down to 88 minutes. So in terms of best practices, there's certainly things that hospitals can do to maintain or ensure that if you're having a heart attack with severe chest pain, that you can get an angioplasty on time. For Insider Medicine, this is Dr. Sanjay Sharma.